EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Vikings and the Packers on Thursday night primetime.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our... Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. The numbers for Jones last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy on the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bring it!
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a
numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries. Running back.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On play action, they'll throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The give is to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And the Packers are going to have first. Back to throw here. Spot Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch, good for Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving. They couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. To try here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, if we double my efforts, I go harder. In a sense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This one fielded at the 5.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday night football.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taking in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 14, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option. I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was right.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9 now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He's got Smith here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back now at Lambeau. 2nd and 4. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A give. This is Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On second and goal. Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Green Bay's offense ready to go again, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll look to throw here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
DJ Wadham
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
busted. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They run it again with Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home